Hi, my name is Margaret Elizabeth. I'm the co-chair of the National Lavender Green Caucus, and I'm here tonight to talk to you about our ongoing dispute with the Georgia State Green Party. If you're unfamiliar with it, I encourage you to look at our video from last month, which explains it pretty well. We issued a call for justice and reconciliation with three straightforward steps. We wanted them to apologize and acknowledge they had done. We wanted them to retract and rescind their endorsement, and we wanted them to commit to being educated about transgender rights and trans health care. We waited patiently for Georgia to respond, hoping that they would take our offer at face value. They rejected our offer and said no. They dismissed our concerns and our call for an apology by suggesting that it was the leadership of the National Lavender Caucus who had hurt feelings about this issue. They did not retract and rescind their endorsement, and instead suggest that the entire Green Party take up their same amendment and deny the rights for trans people all across the land. Rather than commit to being educated about transgender rights and transgender healthcare, they have instead offered to educate us on transgender healthcare and explain to us how their position ensures trans rights and trans health. They have asked for a party-wide discussion instead of an intimate dialogue between the two aggrieved parties, suggesting that such an invitation was akin to a counseling session. The National Lavender Green Caucus simply believes that a two-person discussion would have been faster and easier to resolve the issue. However, since Georgia wishes to have a party-wide discussion on this issue, the National Lavender Green Caucus has issued a request for formal dispute resolution committee intervention. We have filed formal paperwork listing our dispute and requesting Georgia to dialogue with us. This is the last measure that we can take within the means of the party for dialogue. We hope Georgia State takes our invitation seriously and decides to speak with us. We want to resolve this issue. We believe we can. But it is not up to us. And let me speak personally for just a moment. If Georgia doesn't want to resolve this issue with us, we can't make them. What we can do is organize around them. And so I'm reaching out to you, Georgia Greens. I'm reaching out to every single one of you who didn't vote for this. I'm reaching out to every single queer person in Georgia who is a registered Green and did not participate because you feel disenfranchised by this sort of policy. I'm reaching out to all of you, and I'm suggesting to you that you can organize around these people. They don't have to represent you. You can vote them out of office. We strongly encourage you to do so. We strongly encourage local Greens to advocate that the Georgia leadership talk to us. If you are a queer person and you're a Green around the United States and you're not a member of the Lavender Caucus, please consider joining us and helping us advocate for our rights. If you're a queer person anywhere in the world and you're affiliated with the Green Network, I encourage you strongly to show your support for the Lavender Caucus. Come visit our Facebook page. Come find us on the web. Find our Twitter. Talk to us. Find our YouTube. Let us know that you support us so we can show the entire world and the Green Party of the United States that we are not alone, that we have overwhelming support on this issue. And let me be really, really clear so that there is no misunderstanding. Our only goal is queer liberation, nothing else. If queer liberation isn't going to be offered here, you can be assured we're going to spurn your offer. Rights and freedom are not up for negotiation, and anyone who attempts to disenfranchise us will be met with vigorous opposition. That's it. That's all there is to it. We are going to stand, and we're going to stand strong. And if it comes down to a fight between the two parties, between the two groups of people, I predict our side will prevail. I predict righteousness and justice will always win over hatred and bigotry. And I encourage the Georgia State Green Party to embrace these ideas, to embrace the 2020 and the situation we find ourselves in now. Come talk to us, Georgia.